up, guys? Man, Punk for getting back into the video, and today I'm gonna be playing some Stormtrooper and stuff like that. All right, dude.
All right.
Orgo coming in the left field with pinging.
My ammo's
So
had a
first
gun
things
because I
first,
was
after
shooting
the-
people. Dear
As a medic, I
Lord,
can help
what
you with
the
that.
heck? That's awesome.
Yeah, super useful in events, you know.
Yeah.
But after put 4 numbers there, that'll complete your name thing, that wall thing there. So you just put like ST private, I don't know, 9346, something like that, you know, Punka.
Okay.
How's it supposed to be pronounced? Punka or Punka?
Punka. Yeah, my YouTube name's Punka3 Gaming, so you know. /name STPBT.
And you've been subscribed.
Punka. Does that look good enough?
Yeah.
As
I mean, it
simple
doesn't
as
really
possible.
matter, you know.
1,
Once
2,
you become
3,
an
4.
officer, you don't
Ah, that's cool.
have them there. Alright, so have you ever played Star Wars RP before, or is this your first time?
This is actually my first time playing Star Wars RP.
Alright, so if you had known before, you know, I wouldn't have had to go through detail on the regiments, but since this is your first time, I'll try and explain them as best I can.
Alright, I've watched a lot of first
Before
case
knowing what regiment you'd
videos.
like to join.
If that helps any, I've
You'll
watched a lot
probably
of
get the
first case
general
videos.
hang of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Frisky, the
That's
guy
what
who
you're gonna
always
get
comes
one
down
listed
here
to when
and
you're
kills
done
people.
training. Yeah. Yeah, I joined the server because I saw his videos, in all honesty.
Same.
And this is the only server I've been a part of.
I also joined because I wanted to do
Literally the
something
only
new on my
server.
YouTube and stuff, you know?
Yeah. So, I'm just going to kind of quickly but thoroughly go through all these regiments and tell you what they do, just to give you the gist of it. You know, Stormtrooper,
Dude,
well, they're pretty simple, you know. They can go everywhere on the ship except for places where you don't have clearance, you know.
yeah.
Nothing, no assigned tasks to them, pretty much. 501st guards the Sith Temple, that's about the most they generally do. Yeah, not much else to say. Snow and shore are very similar, except one's meant for snow, the other is meant for the desert. They get some nice, interesting guns, and, I mean, every regiment gets different guns, which allows for uniqueness to the regiment, sort of. But in particular, the snow and shore do mostly the same things, just one is meant for a desert environment, the other is meant for a icy, cold environment. As for scouts, they're elite, they have grapple hooks and sniper rifles, they're meant to stay back and give some... And Shocker, the police of the ship, which I'm sure you're well acquainted with.
Yeah.
Frisky's videos.
After I actually earlier I was going into the level 4 clearance area and pressing all the buttons. Don't tell them
Nice.
that. Don't tell them.
I mean, what? Or anything?
Get.
Do you need to get trained too, Pizza?
But yeah, this is pretty cool so far. I like it. It took me a bit to figure out how to download the map because I had to manually download the map in order to join the server.
Yeah, that messed me up too. And I ran out of storage on my main drive, so I was like, why can't I join? So I had to move my freaking Gmod over.
I saw that.
So, Plum Pizza, if you want to go ahead and change your name to this little dealio over here, just /name, capital ST, capital private, 4 numbers of your choice, and then the name. Just like, you know, Punka has right here. It's got ST private, 1234, Punka. Something like that. It doesn't have to be 1234 Punka, but, you know.
Yeah, please don't do my name.
I'm gonna have to edit stuff out, I bet.
Yeah. You alive? Hello? I love that, dude. That is freaking great.
Hello.
Hey, it's the ugly dude.
This is a good way to show you what fleet is. Can I use it as an example real quick, just for this guy? Right here is a naval guard. They guard. Well, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. They guard the beach. They are technically the lowest form of naval, the lowest rank, so to speak. SB is just above them, and after that, you got to salute all the things above them. That's listed on this wall, and I'll explain it in more detail later. But
So I have to salute. So I have to salute this thing.
No, because he's just a guard. You don't have to salute the guard or ISB.
Oh, yes.
But if he was like a major or an admiral even, yeah, you gotta salute them.
You have to salute Darth Vader, right?
You bow to Darth Vader, which is just you crouch. I'll explain that in a second as well.
I'll be back, guys. Have a nice day or whatever.
I like this guy. Don't leave me! Oh, too bad I can't go past that line, even though I have 50 times already.
Ooh, that name, Mixer, huh? Like it. I don't think I've seen anybody named Mixer yet. Seen one, to say the least. Alright, so, back to the, I'm just gonna kind of pick up where I left off. You kind of saw some of the stuff I was talking about with regiments, right, Mixer? Just nod your head for yes and no, you know. Yeah, alright. So, Death Troopers, they're an elite squadron, you know, and they're pretty funny, they're pretty chill. I like the Death Troopers. Never really, you know, had a bad experience with them, I can tell you that much. They have grapple hooks and some pretty good guns. They look really cool.
Grapple hooks?
As for
I want one.
Yeah, well, I'm not my bounty hunter, so I can't show you what that is, but I wish I could, but then I couldn't train you.
Okay.
But, as for medical is what I am. I'm a staff sergeant in the medics, and we get to heal people, revive, well, once you're a sergeant, you get to revive people and stuff. Pretty simple, straightforward, not very combat-oriented, very supportive. As for 996, no other way to put it, they're ninjas. They're pretty chill, though, but, you know, you'll elevator crushing somebody as they try to go up. And Chimera, they're the fleet escort. They're pretty cool looking. I mean, that's the kind of thing that I thought when I saw them. But their main job is guarding fleet.
Maybe I'll donate just because I can be a VIP.
I mean, VIP gives you, you know, a bunch of good things like Shadow Guard, which is pretty fun, pretty cool. Certainly worth it. And then, you know, that's $15 for VIP, I think. And then if you were to, say, spend $25 for ARC, you immediately get to be a sergeant, which gives you level 2 clearance from the get-go. And, you know, guy did and become a bounty hunter. You get level 3 clearance amongst a lot of other things. It's really cool being a bounty hunter. You can get a lot.
Wait, are you up to
good
level?
Weapons, good health.
So what up to what level clearance do you have, dude?
If I were to be on my bounty hunter job, I would technically have level 3.
That's cool.
Level 4 is the max, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Certainly, you know, if you really like the server, I'd certainly recommend donating. It really helps the server out, you know, and you get a benefit as well.
Well, if there are people like you around,
Because
then
it's not my
I'd
server.
gladly.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are really nice like me. Like John over there, right behind you. John, aren't you not?
Holy mother, you scared the shit out of me, dude.
This is good
Yeah, I'm
example.
here
Me
to
and him are
train
the same
some
rank,
boys.
by the way. Yeah, me and him are about the same rank.
Damn,
First,
he's a medic and he's invisible for me. It's a great moment. We're actually about to have an event right now, so you're... Right now.
Really, you have to put my name in there.
Gotta put your...
Everybody makes puns out of it, I swear.
Look.
To debrief.
Oh, okay, we're going to debrief. Well,
tell them I'll be
we'll
late.
come back and train you.
I'll just finish up
Debrief.
training them.
We can like switch or something. I mean, if you want to go to debrief.
No, I don't really
You want
want
me
to
to go to debrief? Yeah, alright, I'll go.
Yeah, you just go.
Yeah.
Yes, I get to keep the cool
Alright,
guy.
so back to the trainees. Well, thank you. I really like to be in depth with the way I
heard that.
teach, not to just take time and be,
Yeah, you're not
you
cool.
know,
Get out of
but-
here. Go to debrief.
prepared and understanding of what you want to, do to join regiments and stuff, Because pretty much all the stuff that I'm teaching you right here and showing you, a lot of it's going to be in the 501st. They're going to give you some regiment-specific questions, like what do you do in a scenario? Like, you're given a choice, what do you do? But, all the other stuff, especially faces and columns and stuff like that.
Okay, then, with the scenarios, I just pick the opposite of what I think, because I'm always wrong.
See, that'll work perfectly. See, that's the right kind of thinking.
I know, right? It's the thinking of a YouTuber, man. Yo, dude, you need to come into Discord with me sometime. We can do some vidits.
Sure. I mean, I'm down. I'm usually on this server. So I've been spending ungodly amounts of time in the past 2 weeks.
Just add me on Steam. It's just search up.
Let's see now. 65 hours.
Just search me up. It's Punka3, and you should come up with a picture of a sniper.
All right. I'll do that.
After
a little
training,
bit here.
yeah.
Whenever I click off of Garry's one. So on to the next area. This is pretty simple, straightforward. You bow to sit, which is like this. Say Darth Vader was right in front of me. You gotta bow to him, and then he'll say to rise.
I tried to shoot him too. I'd bow and shoot. Is that allowed?
I mean, he might murder you.
Oh well, grab me by the force. It'd be an honor.
Yeah, I've only seen Darth Vader once. And as for officers, which is second lieutenant or above, you're supposed to salute them. Oh, just like that. There you go. Just like it says. There's also a emote for it, but I don't actually know it, which is pretty funny, considering I'm a staff sergeant. I don't even know the proper binds yet because I'm still freaking trying to figure out my binds.
Lol. What's over here?
It just depends on the person. Some people will be angry at you, but, aside from that, usually it doesn't really matter that much, honestly. I never salute most people because, But some regiments are strict about it. They need you to salute. Medics, they're pretty loose. They're pretty chill.
Awesome.
As for over here, this is the bread and butter. This is the stuff that every regiment will ask you over and over again. Okay, Senpai, how you doing?
Hello, Lucky. Are you trained and recruit?
Yeah. Currently a recruit, but he is a shop captain. He's an awesome guy. I love Senpai. He's amazing.
Oh, I love you too, Lucky.
Lucky's still cooler. Get out, go to debrief, or whatever you do.
How rude. That's Senpai.
Ah, you have offended.
Bye, old man.
Yeah, he's one of the shock. Yeah, the shock, most of them are pretty cool. There's a couple that are like, kind of boring. Yeah. But most of the shock, like, Senpai and, mostly the higher-ups that I've met are all really nice and really cool. So long as you don't kill someone right in front of them, they are not going to arrest you for the most part. Or unless you're in a place you're not supposed to be. But usually that's, like, say, bridge, naval will get you.
Oh, no wonder why they were trying to take me out of the level 4 clearance place earlier. I was hitting all of the buttons. I think I fucked up something too.
Most of them are blocked off by invisible things, though, so that you can't just hit them without removing it, so that people can't say put the ship on lockdown. Which is kind of sucks when you're trying to kind of mess around, especially when it's after hours when that kind of stuff is allowed. After hours is when there's less than 30 people on. You're allowed to do, like, RDMing, stuff like that, random deathmatch is what that stands for, in case you didn't know. That kind of stuff doesn't fly. But, if you were to, say, run into a level 4 area, it doesn't really matter.
Cool. So that's like the, probably when I'm going to do some trolling videos and shit, when there's under 30 players,
Yeah, usually that's, I usually stay up way too late playing this game, like 3 in the morning for me, and only like 20
Eastern
people
time?
on then. But usually people, yeah, Eastern Standard for me.
Same.
Hey! Well, onto the whatever on this wall, So here you got your single and your double column. A single column is just a line straight behind the highest ranking person there. That's used in like debrief for the most part. You know, that's when you'll see it. Or sometimes an officer will call a single column behind them, and you're supposed to follow them somewhere. Pro tip: if you hold Alt and W, you slow walk.
Well,
so you can kind of like do
you
like
know,
this.
I play a lot of Arma 3, so I know some of this stuff, you know?
Oh, okay. So yeah, Arma 3 is one of those games where everything is so intensive.
Yeah, but
I don't even understand the game controls
I
of that
got out of Arma 3 because it was too what do you want to call it? It was too strict. You had too strict people, you know?
Yeah.
It was do it my way or do
Like,
it no way, you know?
Yeah. Like the staff on this server, they're pretty lenient and chill. They mostly just don't want you to be rude.
Attention, prepare to go to hyperspace.
Oh, there's Colonel on the comms there. For the most part, you know, so long as you aren't mass RDMing and stuff, they'll be very, very kind with you and very chill with you.
So, I'll do my best not to get banned. Yay! There was a bunch of sarcasm in there.
So, I'm gonna have you guys just like it shows on the wall, with the main exception being the advanced firing line. It doesn't really show how it actually is. I'm gonna have you guys kind of do this kind of stuff, and just
Okay,
make you do the
so
exact same
do you
thing
want to
again.
do?
And if you
So
change
basically,
again,
I'm guessing you're gonna start with the single, then go to the double, then go to the advanced firing line.
yeah. I'm gonna give you a tip from the get-go though. If you hold C and you go at the bottom left of that little things appearing up your top left, and you can change into third-person mode, which makes this kind of stuff a lot easier.
Wait, how?
If you hold C and you do your little mouse there, and if you look at the top left somewhere, it says single third P, and then like dot dot dot.
Oh,
It's,
that's so
single third
awesome!
person.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty, pretty simple. It works quite well. I quite like it. I recommend doing that, especially if you're trying to get information, so you can die on where you are, so you can do what you want to do. So I'm gonna have you guys do a single column behind me. Like that. Now, if I could have you do a double column. A double column is, to my left and right behind me, where I should be able to walk between you. That right there, see, there's enough room for me to go between. Just the perfect double column. A lot of times, if you're doing like PR or something, PT, I mean, why did I say PR? PT, they'll have you do this, and then they'll like have you.
Alright, attention, something's up for the hyperspace. Give me a minute to figure this out.
Wait, what did you just say?
This is a fellow medic of mine. He is my superior, as he is a master sergeant. Seth,
You're not as cool as your lower ranked individual.
really cool guy.
Lucky's cooler than you, Sev.
Oh, Chef, don't do it!
I have the worst gun in the game, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Shoot me.
Don't do it! No!
I'll just heal myself.
That's why I'm not
Plus, you
gonna
do, like-
shoot you. It's easy, way funner.
Damage.
Funner. Oh god. See, Lucky's my shield now.
What was that? You just like did a crane stance. I haven't seen that one before.
Oh. You'll never catch me, copper. Okay, back to training. I'll stop goofing off.
Alright, so back to it. You're fine. So, you see this little firing line right here? The highest commander, the guy who calls it, always go off his right shoulder. So he'll usually, a lot of times he'll say, firing line on my right shoulder. And pull out your guns and aim. And make sure you, hey, there you go, just like that. I'm not going to pull out my gun just because, I don't know. So for the advanced firing line, the person all the way on the right is going to go in front of the line and crouch so they don't get shot. Firing line? Well, that works. But usually, a general rule of the thumb is the person on your right, if there is somebody there, if there isn't, you would do it, would go there just to make it easier. Most people
I figured it out. We're going to hyperspace now.
In an actual event, you usually don't use it, but some people call like a firing line. Usually not advanced, though. But you just need to know it for regiment training for sure.
Alright.
As for a tight wedge, remember what you did for the double column? You kind of gonna do that, but I don't, just like on my back left and back right. Just nice and tight, you know, right up behind me, just like you're, kind of like my guards, I guess, you know? And then for a loose wedge, you would take a couple steps back.
Attention, durable shuttleable with escort have been spotted for combat.
What's with this guy's mic? Jesus.
I'm going to pull them in now.
Colonial Patrick,
It's the
shut up!
intercom
Your
thing,
mic is horrible.
It's just louder than everything.
Like, did he
Yeah, that's how it usually
that?
goes. I'm using a potato right now. No, he's not in the room. He's just broadcasting, so to speak.
Okay, good, because if I actually call him to shut up, I'd get in trouble, wouldn't I?
Depends. I wouldn't risk it, though. So,
Okay.
Punka, I mean, if you were to back up, like, one step there, that direction, kinda, just enough space in between you and me so somebody could walk, so take another little step. Yeah, so, like, you see, this is kind of like a loose wedge, you know? Enough space so somebody could walk in between us.
And
that's what
basically,
loose wedge
a
is.
diamond
Usually
would
that'll
be 2 on your side, and then two on the front and back of you, right? 1 on the front and 1 on the back of you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's 2 kinds. There's prisoner, and then there is VIP. For a prisoner, you're gonna aim your weapons in at him, and somebody, usually people have a bind for this.
So,
And I haven't even made a bind since I never do
a
it.
VIP would be like if I bought a rank, right? Or...
No, it just means you're protecting someone when it comes to VIP diamond. It means there's an important
so like
person
Dark
trying to
Vader or
keep
the owner or
cover.
something?
Well, more likely just fleet, you know, like say a fleet guy needs some guarding, or if you're in an event, a hostage, you need to cover the hostage, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense, you know? So
Yeah.
if I was to say a prisoner diamond, since there's only you two guys, just get on my right and left or whatever, and aim your weapons in at me. And somebody would say, use the command /me and then write strips weapons and comms, because when it comes to RP, if somebody pulls out a weapon after that, well, they're fail RPing and they can be arrested, yada yada yada, you know, the whole deal there. And they can't communicate to any friendlies they have. Most people make a bind for it in the console, which I would explain how to do that, but it's probably easier if you look up a little YouTube tutorial, because I'm probably going to suck at explaining that since I suck at binds. And as for a box, that's where you guys are just, I'm going to have you go on my front.
Stop shooting, boy.
I'm just going to have you guys go on my front and make me a box. That's kind of like what you were doing for the wedge, just, I want you guys to do
Like
the box
this?
on my front. Well, you see right here, how it's in the corners? There's going to be like, I wish we had 4 people right now, but there would be 4 people in the corners. Well, I mean, it looks like I have a couple of
Oh,
these I have to
so
train after
like
you
like
guys,
this?
which I enjoy doing. Yeah, pretty much. Just, usually that's used for, like, transporting fleet. Chimera do that formation a lot,
Okay.
for the most part. Oh, looks like the event is over, according to chat. Oh, guess I'm not getting promoted a second time today. Oh well. Pretty much the extent of the formations. I don't think there's anything really that I missed there. Oh, for VIP Diamond, you would, you know how you were for the prisoner right up against me? For a VIP, you take a step out and aim not at me, but away from me. So,
Like that?
just go ahead and give me a VIP. Or you would be like, here, for instance, if you're the VIP, I was standing right here, I would do this, take a step, and just aim that way. Just so there's a little space between you, so if you need to move or anything. Can you cease fire, please? Very loud. Thank you. That's what you can always come back to this room at a later time to check it.
You're not recruit. What
With
the
hair
heck
to
done?
Wookiee cheesy. You don't look like a Wookiee. Yeah, he was participating in the event. That's why he's the way he is.
Oh.
It's just kind of glitched, I guess, or something. So if you look at this little wall over here, these are your clearance levels. Feel free to come back here and check these out if you forget what clearance level you got. So, everybody up until Sergeant is level 1 for the most part. All Stormtroopers and, you know, every regiment that you're a part of. If you're not a Sergeant, you got level 1 clearance. Once you get to a Sergeant, you have level 2, and all the way up till you're an officer. Level 3, as you can see, there are Shock Officers, which is 2nd Lieutenant and higher. Death Troopers...
Alright, so you killed every single rebel. Congratulations, but now we don't have a prisoner. Nice job, troopers. So we're gonna have to go find another rebel ship. Prepare for another jump to hyperspace. Luckily, I conveniently know where another one is.
Gosh, I hate it when that comes on while I'm training.
Yeah, I wish you would shut up.
So these are the VIP clearance levels, in case you were to buy a VIP thingy. Level 1 Tank Trooper and Explosive Gunner, those are the VIP ranks, you get those two. TIE Pilots also get with the VIP package, and same with Imperial Engineer. That should actually say not Imperial Engineer, it should say Explosive Trooper, I think.
Alright, before we go to hyperspace, we'd just like to say, let's not kill the ship, you know, because that's where all the rebels are. Let's not kill all of them before they arrive, please.
Jeez, that's so loud.
Yeah.
Only complaints about this server is how loud the intercoms are. At level 3, Royal and Shadow Guards, as well as Bounty Hunters, have level 3. Security Droids, which is a VIP rank, have level 4. Oh my god, it's a Wookiee.
He's ugly. He's ugly as fuck.
Is this an admin or something?
Yeah, they look very strange, I don't know why.
Get out of here, you beast! You're ugly. Haha! I spawned right here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wookie, you here?
Fuck is
He
he?
vanished. He was right here.
Oh.
He must have gone into the
he?
vents.
Green.
Got him.
Must he have? Where are the
Getting
vents?
wild with blood, he probably killed himself.
No, he's
Hang on. If you went to the...
Oh, so green. Yeah, here.
I'm back.
Alright, so... I'm just gonna... I guess I got all the security levels, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. So this is also very important for regiment tryouts. Faces. I'll give you the best rule of thumb when it comes to these things. I mean, just read all of these, engrave it into your mind, everything that it says here, just really remember.
Yet again, I used to play Arma.
Yeah. So you remember, always turn to your right unless they say left face.
Yeah.
What you need, Gorilla? Oh, jeez. What do you need, Gorilla? Give me just a second, guys. Alright. I'm just training around, you know. Gorilla is a friend of mine. Medics are kind of like get to be a family, you know. Everybody knows everybody. That's how it usually goes in the server. Once you play for a while, you get to know people pretty well, and you'll remember them. They'll remember you, stuff like that, you know. And different regiments function differently, but the medics kind of function more like a family than anything else. I mean, I only speak like mostly highly of the medics because I haven't been in any other regiment, so I can't really speak totally how they are. I can only tell you what they've told me. Anyhow, if you got on that wall right there. Rosal, if you want to put 4 numbers after private and join, I'll just go ahead and fill you in here, and then I'll retell you the stuff from earlier later, just to save some time if you'd like.
I wasn't trying to jump on your head. I don't know what you're talking about.
So if you guys just stand on this wall right here and look at this. So everybody's facing me, right? So you guys think you know your faces? You think you're well acquainted?
I do.
Yeah. So everybody give me a right face. I'm gonna make it hard now. Give me a front face.
That would basically be just
Did
going back to
you turn
your
all the way
original
over?
position.
Kind of lagged for me.
Yeah, I did.
For a front face, I mean, you just kind of like do that, but yeah, you just gotta look at the guy wherever he is. Pretty simple. So if you were to give me a left face, and then if you were to give me a face,
What do you say?
about face, well, you were from this position, and about is 180, so you'd be like
I would be like right here, one eye.
I see.
Alright, the rebels are up. I don't know the current location, but I would like them, at least one of them captured, as I said previously.
Jeez, that is so loud and laggy. So I'm gonna just go ahead and assume you guys got your faces. If you need to brush up on them, you can always come back here and look at it. Just remember, this is very common throughout every regiment's tryouts. So, you know, if you're trying out for a regiment, you got one in mind that you want to join, you're gonna test you on this every single time.
I'll definitely
Head over
join
to this
yours.
next little
but
wall
that's
here.
just because you're my buddy now.
Yeah, I mean, Mary Berry, who just adverted Mary Berry's on her way just then, she's an officer. I could ask her if she'll do tryouts later, even, maybe.
I'd only do them if
She
you're
might, she
there,
might not.
man.
I don't know.
I'll do them if you're there.
I mean, yeah, I'll be in the room, but I can't actually give tryouts until if I have permission from a officer like Mary Berry per se. If I'm a master sergeant, I think, which is 2 ranks above where I am right now, then I can, with permission, do tryouts. It's strange the way it works. But this is your fleet ranks right here, from lowest to highest. You do not salute either naval or ISB. Those guys are just guards for the most part, or protection for that matter. As far as lieutenant to grand admiral, you do salute them if you see them, especially the admirals, grand admirals, things like that, because you know they're the highest. And as for your trooper ranks, if you need to come back here to see this, I'm going to give you this in a lot of detail. But if you want to come back here to see this, just to kind of get a feel for it, you can always do that. So in most regiments, from private to corporal, you keep all the same stuff. Your rank is just going up. You get to give orders.
Alright, it appears as though... Please bring him to the bridge. No, bring him to the brig. And kill all the rest of the rebels.
So, in most regiments, you do get either a new gun or a new gadget of sorts. For the medics, I get a back-to-nade, which if I hit somebody with it, so I'm not going to throw it down to show you what it does.
Throw it at me.
And I also get defibrillators.
Misclick.
Hit me with a defibrillator. I want to see what happens.
Get yelled at if I do it. Well, first you have to be dead, and then I can resurrect you to 100 health with it.
Then kill me.
Kill
me!
It'll take a while, but I can do it.
Do it!
Can I not rest recruits?
Probably because they respawn.
Oh, there we go. It's
Yay.
just lagging.
Oh, cool.
There you go. And since your max health is 100, and 800 gets you to max health. Or if you're resurrected and you say you're a stormtrooper who has 200 health, and you're resurrected, you only have 100. So, usually it's easier just to respawn in most event cases. Just, you know, keep in mind it's an option to be revived if there is a sergeant medic near you. That's just a pro tip for events, because medics are kind of the backbone of events in my opinion. Without medics, everybody's dead. But, yeah, that's sergeant. that medics get that. You know, in most regiments, you'll either get a new gun that does more damage, new variant of a gun, or you'll get some kind of new ability. Plus, you also get to push around anybody below you, technically. Though most regiments don't really do that until you're an officer, which is second lieutenant and above.
What rank
He
are
is
you?
Burbo?
You're a sergeant.
I'm staff sergeant.
You're a sergeant. Oh, you're a staff sergeant. Okay, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I'm not very high up. I'm working my way up. So far, the medics have ranked up quite quickly, considering I've only really been playing a week and a half, really, with the medics for the most part.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. But you know, I don't think I'm telling you it's just trying to bribe you to join the medics. I'm only talking about the medics because, you know, that's my regiment, so I can tell you the most about them. I mean, 996, if you like to just kind of mess around and have fun, they're, you know, mostly nice guys and pretty straightforward good guys. Chimera, if you like to protect people, that's what they do. 501st, if you like sitting around guarding places, that's what they do. So on and so forth.
Yo, Lucky.
But yeah,
I'll watch for